Now, go to the next one. Do you want to live at least 100 years? Okay? Anybody want
Sorry,
like to
sorry.
answer the question?
Anh không chỉ sử dụng mình thế nào.
Do you want to live until you have 100 years old? You can try.
Yes or no, it's okay.
Would like to volunteer for it?
Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, just to show you that for the next question, you will volunteer to come up. Do you want to live at least for 100 years? Of course, why not? Because my ambition is to live to 120 years. Now I feel still young. You know, at the age of 40, I feel so young. When coming to 50, oh, I feel younger. At this 68 years old man, oh, I think don't use the word old. I always put in my resume, 68 year young. Don't put 68 years old, that you become old. So 100 years will be just so simply amazing. Because you know, my grandmother ate everything. She said 80 years old is just the starting point for life. So when I failed a number of times, I told her, she said, don't say fail. You almost succeeded. So keep on. You're still very young boy, 60 years old, right? Because you can start at 80. Life just a beginning. So ladies and gentlemen, the most important thing, either 100 or 200 years, it doesn't matter. But the most important is that how we make our life so happy every day, every moment, and make some values and leave it behind as our legacy. This is what I would like to say, that legacy is so important. A lot of people say, I can do nothing, but I can die for myself. Don't think about that. If as a human being, we can do some little thing good, not only for ourselves, but for our family, for our community, and for our world, it's really worthwhile to be an exemplary man on earth. Enough. So this is the most important thing. That's why up to now, 68 years old, I joined Toastmasters, keeping on speaking and say 68 years young. You could see the difference. And then what I'm going to leave as a value to see people all in Thailand are competitive, become number one under this beloved world. Back to you.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, you have already seen Vivian Paisan answer the question. Try to speak more and more because you have 2 minutes, right? Just practice. Now, my next question. Okay. How to achieve your personal goal? What is your goal and how to achieve? How about Mr. Peng, would you like to answer the question? Personal goal. What is your goal? Okay. Oh, yes. a very good answer. They want to be a government officer and try to study more and more to learn more. Okay. What is the most memorable event in your life? Everybody had a lot of experience, right? But some of them may be very important for you and you can remember for a long, long time. So what is the most memorable event in your life? Going abroad or do something else? Okay. Okay.
I think one of the most memorable event in my life, I travel alone in Washington D.C. by train, but I'm afraid I lost way or cannot go back home by myself because I travel only me and I didn't know anything. I just have my cell phone to look at map, what place I would like to go. And I visited a lot of museums in Washington D.C. I saw White House, and I really love this city because there are many museums and important places in America. But the time is not enough. I went there 3 days. I visit only 2 museums, but it's very big museum in the city. So I would like to go back there again if I have opportunity. It's very memorable event in my life. Thank you.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, I think I have fulfilled my duty. Already 5 questions. And I would like to pass this my duty to our Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you very much, Devil Topics Master DTM Arun, for the great job. And you will feel that sometimes we hesitate to answer because we don't exactly work out what will be about. Don't worry. Next time, come up first and you say, oh, I don't know what to say. You just move on. Then when you go back and sit down, you gain self-confidence. This is the most important thing we do in Toastmasters. So every time we learn here, in order to say something like Ajahn Arun said, nothing's right, nothing wrong in our answer. But at work, we can compose the message more accurately. For example, your boss asks you, why didn't you come to work yesterday? You just give a brief, a short reason. You just say that yesterday morning when I woke up late, I felt not so well, and then your boss said, no, stop. I just asked you one question. Why you didn't come to work yesterday? I was ill, that's all. I was sick, I was terrible, I was being hospitalized, that's enough. So we have to apply from what we have learned from Toastmasters. Adapt before we adopt and apply it. This is what we do. So don't worry, I don't know how many of us here have difficulty in understanding English. Please, we are all like a big family. If you feel somebody speak too fast, the speaker here will have to slow down. In Toastmasters, we do it this way. If the speaker speaks too slowly, say speed up, so that people can understand with entertainment. This is one of the most important. In Toastmasters, we said we learn through edutainment. Education plus entertainment. But we don't have karaoke, right? We will just use our words to empower people and feel relaxed. Today we have how many speakers? 3 prepared speeches. There will be our speaker, the first speaker will be Toastmaster Chima, and the second speaker will be Toastmaster Apple. Yes, Toastmaster Apple. And then the third speaker will be Toastmaster Boy. Boy is not here. So we have only 2 speakers. Don't worry. We Toastmasters are problem solvers, not problem makers. When we have any problem, we solve it. This is what we call positive feedback and positive vision. When we face something, we don't call it a barrier. Barrier คืออุปสรรค right? We call it a challenge. So in Toastmaster, whenever we face a challenge, we take it. So this is what we learn from the Toastmasters arena. So at work, when you see the challenge, you see the opportunity, grab it. Never say, I'm not ready, don't do that. Be proud of yourself. I remember when my father would like to promote someone in my company. And then he called that guy to the room. I was there. My father said, you have been with us for so long. You are very talented. I will promote you to be our next director. He said, no, don't. I'm not ready. I'm not ready. So the next day, my father announced the name of the new director. What happened? He came back 2 hours later to my father's office and banged the table. Why not me? Why not me? My father said, you are not ready. He said, I am เกรงใจ กรงใจ, so I don't take. But my father เกรงใจ no more chance, right? So ladies and gentlemen, keep everything we have, prepare it. When we have the opportunity, grab it. We learn how to speak, not tomorrow then we get a new job. We learn how to speak in order to better ourselves and better our job. And one moment we get an opportunity, grab it. Very easy. That's why we have to learn how to prepare ourselves with speeches. And today, there are, of course, 2 evaluators who will take turns. Like 1, take 3, or 2. I think the first one will be evaluated by you, and the second one by DTM Nasra, and back to you again. Okay. So our first speaker, introduce myself, Toastmaster Chima, will be evaluated by DTM Arun. May you please read the objective.
Toastmaster of the day, fellow Toastmaster, ladies and gentlemen. The objective of project number 1, the icebreaker, is to begin speaking before an audience, to discover speaking skill you already have and the skill that needs some attention. Time is 4 to 6 minutes.
Wow, thank you very much, Arun. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Toastmaster Chima.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Today I want to introduce myself. My name is Rashida. My Arabic name Rahma. Please call me Jima. I am Muslim. I'm from Ayutthaya province. I working at Human Resource of Treasury Department. I happy I work at Treasury Department. I bachelor degree and master degree from Ramkhamhaeng University. Glad to meet you. I am 40 years old. my birthday is the 13th of March. I have 9 brother sister. My father died in 13 November last year. He was his disease. I'm sorry. Now my mother sick same. She being sick a paralysis. I want to you know about my diary routine. In the morning, I wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning. After that, I make a bed and I brush my teeth and wash my face before to pray subuh. I am a Muslim. Muslim pray 5 days. After that I pray subuh and dua about 10 minutes in the morning. I get dress, my dress put on. We call hijab. Hijab. H-I-Y-A-B. Hijab. Muslim in the Bible follow the prophet of Allah. She will wear hijab. I can speak 3 languages. Bahasa Malaysia. How are you? Bahasa Malaysia said apa khabar? Khabar baik. Said khabar baik. And Arabic ma'assalamah ila liqa'ah. Muslim, when I remember when a student, my grandfather, my teacher taught me read Al-Quran. Who know Al-Quran? Al-Quran is a Kampir, so I can do something Islam want to make me to follow the prophets of Allah. My family Islam in Ayutthaya, province. My house near Chao Phraya River at Bang Pa-in, in a front of Bang Pa-in Paris. In Paris. So that in the morning I have breakfast. I work diligently with my car. Sometimes I work with I go to work, take at a train station, Bang Pa-in station. I take a train to station Bang Pa-in. After that, I arrive my office about 8 o'clock in the morning. I have breakfast at my office with tangko, coffee in the morning. I work begin 8:30 to 12 o'clock. After that, have lunch and I work some more there. I finish in my office. 16:30 I go home. After that I go to my home. I arrive my home about 6 o'clock in the afternoon. Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Yes, if he say that anyone who has his or her personal story, just come up and share with the members, and then you gain self-confidence. And of course, I would like to say that when I was in Penang, one day I remember that they say Salamat Petang or Pagi, yes, good morning, right? Oh, I see. Yes, and of course now we come to the second speaker, who is none other than Toastmaster Apple under project number 2. May I have Nasra to read the objective. The title is The Sports of the Treasury Department. The Sports of the Treasury Department.
Project number 2. Select an appropriate outline with allow listener to easily follow and understand your speech. Make your message clear with supporting material directly contributing that message, and use appropriate transition when moving from one to another part, and create a strong opening and conclusion. Time 5 to 7 minutes.
Yes, thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Toastmaster Apple.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Sawani Panjipatana. My nickname is Apple. I come from Regional State Property Management Division. I talk about the sport of tertiary department. The sport of tertiary department was held in 19 January 2019 at the Royal Thai Mint, Pathum Thani province. There were 4 team colors: blue, green, orange, and pink team colors. There was the elegant parade team and cheerleader team. Emphasize Thailand team. There were Thai costume, and there had contest for cheerleader and stand cheers. There were many sports such as tug of war, football, badminton, chairball. The highlights of sport day were football VIP for the director of tertiary department and the actors. And in the evening, we had party from directors and officials of tertiary department. I impressed for this sport tertiary department because we are participate in the sport. Cooperate. Thank you.
Yes, because in Toastmasters, when you talk about your project number 1, you introduce yourself. The next project, let's say project number 2, you talk about something in general, about your office, about your personal life relating to a certain profession. So you extend it. Very easy. Don't be afraid of that. Congratulations for both speakers today. Well done. And of course, we would like to know more about Treasury Club. And then you can share with us a lot in the future. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, the third part is called general evaluation. But before going there today, I don't know whether we have better English. Toastmaster Kwan, we have better English? Okay, no, don't worry. So I take this opportunity in order to let our general evaluator move on first. English is very easy. So I will give a brief speech on English. It's very easy actually. But the only thing when we study English for a long time and when we speak, everyone can speak, I am sure. But when we speak, some native speakers couldn't understand. It's not our fault because we have the English plus Thai accent, right? When we go to Malaysia, they have Malaysian plus Malay accent. They have Manglish, they have Singlish, and they have Thailish. Don't worry about that. The only thing when we speak English, we have to put the right stress on the right syllable. If we say market, I'm going to the market. If I'm going to the market, there is nothing wrong. But unfortunately, native speakers sometimes they don't understand. I'm going to market, I'm going to Suvarnabhumi. They say, where's Suvarnabhumi, right? They couldn't do it. So we just try to speak. Don't worry whether we speak with a British accent or with American accent or with Australian accent. I thought somebody been to Australia, you come to Thailand to die, you come to Australia to die. No, we are not coming to die. We're coming to have a great tour in Australia. That's the same. In Thailand, sometimes we say Chui, like orange Chui. If you say orange Chui, there's a problem when you go to Penang. You say, I want orange Chui, then they thought orang mean people, mean man. And then you say Chui, Chui there, that means water. Orang Chui, human water, that's the problem. My friend ordered the orang Chui, and then the lady selling said, we don't have to sell orang Chui here, we don't sell it. My friend said, you don't know orang Chui? He said, if you want, I will have my husband to produce it. So be very careful when we speak English, that's all. When we say, for example, today, like we say, important, don't worry. It's not a mistake, but we just correct a little bit, we say important. We say important. Every day then we say important. Yeah. If we say important, important with someone who is Benman, right? Arun and me and myself, spoke at 1 o'clock at one event. And the lady standing up, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to introduce you to a very important person. Who is important? I look at Arun. And then it's none other than Ajahn Arun. No, Arun, you're an important man. We're very sorry. And then people laughed. She couldn't understand why people laugh. So be careful just to pronounce it. We say a sheet of paper. Do it, not sheet of paper. Don't worry. In Thai, we are very humble. We try to be very polite. A sheet of paper, right? No, don't worry. A sheet of paper. My grandmother said, boy, and then water coming on my face, the saliva. A sheet of paper. Not everyone, please look at your sheet. Sheet means key, right? S-H-I-T. Or one of our new members, you remember Arun? Some 70 years old, say, ladies and gentlemen, please look at the sheet of. And then everyone, where was she? So be careful. If you want to say shit, then do it. Don't forget. 1, 2, 3, 4. The problem in Thailand is that when we say 1, we say 2, we say 3. Some say 3 or 3. Then for all 4. In America, sometimes they say 4, right? But you say 4, nothing wrong. British say it's 4 o'clock. Some Americans say 2 o'clock, right? It's different. So when you say 5, with a little bit, 5 with a like that. So in English,